Another video on the Partly Pink channel. I'm back actually making a Minecraft video. This is a new series I'm going to call Mobile. So Mobile is a creative series where I basically build a load of mobile things like tractors, carts, boats, things that go. And I build those things to improve my skills. Vehicles, that's what they're called. And we're going to be playing, as you can see, in the new 1.18 snapshots, so that we have that new terrain. And let's just go check out this lush cave that's going to be down here, if we can find it. One moment. We'll just give ourselves some night vision. I didn't do that right. Ooh, deep float. Okay, actually, rather than doing that, let's just find a nice place to build our first vehicle. So I'll probably be doing 1 or 2 vehicles per episode. So stick around to see all the things I build. This first one I want to build my vehicle based on where I am. So let's try and find some nice fun terrain. Okay, so I've been looking for a while and I found the new snowy peaks, well, the frozen peaks, and I've decided that as well as doing vehicles in this series, I'll also do some organics, so like animals and stuff. So what I want to build here is a kind of like wyvern lair kind of area. So we'll be building in the frozen peaks a really cool wyvern area. So let's go. a little while later and we have ourselves a wyvern. So these don't take me too long to build, but I would say that the worst part is getting the shape right, because on this scale it's a bit difficult to get the right shape and the right body structure. So the trick with wyverns is you've got to keep stepping back and looking at it and thinking, am I happy with this? And I am happy with this. So obviously that's not going to be the full video. So now that I've built a wyvern, it's going to be flying over this beautiful valley, and it's going to be, eventually it'll settle to lie down in here to have a rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this area so it looks like they are here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the front of this cave with deep slate, because I've built wyverns before just for fun by myself, and I've written a bit of a lore to them. So and I've written how they act and things like that. So wyverns lay eggs because they're descendants of dragons, essentially, or at least that's how my wyverns are. So they lay eggs, and this type of wyvern, the cliff wyvern, it can't, because it's so high in the cliffs, it needs something to keep its eggs warm. So it needs something to incubate the eggs, and that's where these caves come in. So the deep slate that I'm using here, in my wyvern lore, this is called kilnstone, and the eggs are laid in kilns. And kilns are these caves made of deep slate, but obviously kilnstone. The kilns are made of kilnstone, and the eggs go inside the kilnstone, and the wyverns will come in and create friction on the kilnstone to incubate the eggs, because kilnstone, it's weird saying it so much, but the kilnstone essentially it traps the heat from the friction inside the cave. So they're using kilnstone to incubate their eggs. Just gonna pop down some temporary torches so I can see. But yeah, they're very intelligent creatures, because they're using the kilnstone to incubate their eggs, so they don't have to constantly be staying around them. I wanted to build a wyvern because they're just so beautiful and intelligent, and they really fit in the mountains, so that's why I made them wyverns rather than dragons, because I don't think the type of dragon that I'm able to build fits in this setting. So this would be a kiln, and the light, and then their eggs are these. So they keep their eggs in the kilns, and the kilns can't be too well lit. They need to be lit, but not too well. So I'm going to use light blocks on a low level. That's just going to be there we go. Ideally it wouldn't be a light level of 15, but oh well. So yeah, they just have like 4 or 5 eggs to a kiln, and they have this little area where they rest and they play, and it's really nice. So there we go, and what else can we add? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come over here and I'll build a young wyvern, and this is based off my friend's idea of a very young wyvern, so I'll be using that kind of design. So if I just come over here, so wyvern lore is basically the wyvern's length and wings determine its age. So like obviously the longer it is, the older it is, and the bigger the wings, the older it is. And the horns determine status. So the taller the horns, the more status the wyvern has. So yeah, that's how you determine things about a wyvern. And there we go. So that'll be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.